Hello, today is a quite grim and cloudy day and it's about to rain soon. At least that's what the forecast says. I'm getting really sick and tired of laying bricks, but we are getting close. For today and maybe tomorrow, I'm just gonna lay as many bricks as possible. Most probably it's gonna be just time lapses for you, but I really need to do that. Also, the summer is coming to an end, so we are running out of the weather where it is possible to lay bricks. For now, it's all about getting the bricks in.
Alright, I got a little bit carried away. Basically, the 8th layer is completely done, and I also quickly brought up the bricks for the next layer. So, also I just leveled the next layer of bricks. So it's already one thing to mention is that these walls are getting quite high actually, and there's a lot of climbing up and down the ladder. It's a bit exhausting. I'm really starting to have the second thoughts about maybe I should have built the scaffolding, but it's kind of too late now for that. But this next layer, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yes, 9th layer of bricks is it's a special one because it's the last layer of bricks before I have to put the concrete how do you call I had to make the concrete beams above the window and door aisles, and after that layer, that's gonna be layer number 10, then it's just one layer and the walls are done, and then it's up to roof. Exciting. Hey, it's a new day and new problems. Well, basically I got back from work and my son told me that there's yet another problem with the mower. This time there's something wrong with the front wheel. My hope is, and my idea is that there might be a problem with the bearing. Well, basically the bearing might have just been grinded away. So let's try to open it up and let's see what's there. So here, if you look at the wheels, well, basically both front wheels are looking in the opposite directions, and that's not good. And this one, it looks like, yeah, from here you can see this is not centered anymore. It looks like there's a missing bearing inside, and it just has basically disappeared. So let's try to open it up and let's see. Whoa, look at this. But I can already see more than this problem. There's a big crack here. It's hard to tell on the camera because it's dirty, but this right here is a crack. It's not good. I don't see any bearings at all. Could it be that it has just disappeared? I might open up the other side and compare the two. Please don't. Oh! Oh. I'm not sure how safe is this, but I'm not gonna get this off. Oh. Off she comes. So there's this. Yep. And there are two bearings. So that side, one bearing had just this one wall left. Everything else disappeared. And the other bearing is missing at all. Yikes. But at least we know the problem. I'm not able to do anything about this at this point, so I'm gonna just leave it as it is, and tomorrow I hope at some point I can get to the shop to get new bearings. Now, as for the rest of the evening, I think I'm gonna try to put the corners in for the ninth layer of the bricks. It's yeah, it's funny. It's the beginning of August, and it actually is getting quite cold outside. Typically August in here can be a really warm month, and I don't necessarily think that the summer is about to end, but it's definitely a reminder that it is coming to an end, and I really want to get the walls for the workshop done, because that's something I cannot do in the winter. So I'm gonna try to use every minute I can doing the walls. That's the top priority right now. So let's finish this video with a little bit more masonry. Let's go. Oh, it's spot on. This is not spot on. Alright, I think this is gonna be it for this episode. I think we have done quite a lot. We laid the entire 8th layer of the bricks. We did the corners for the next layer. Not mentioning that I brought most of the bricks for the next layer onto the walls, which is quite a task, to be honest. Yeah. Also, there's all this annoyances happening with the lawnmower, and there was one thing that I wanted to do in this episode, but I think we're gonna leave it for the next one. It includes planning for the autumn planting. I want to plant quite a lot of trees this autumn, because I have a quite big area towards north of my property, which I would like to have a lot of trees, so that it's the trees stop the winds from north blowing into my garden and to the house, because I live on pretty flat area, and the winds can get really nasty here. So there's that, but I'm gonna leave it in the next episode, and I'm gonna try to guide you guys through my plan for the autumn planting. It should be quite a lot of trees if I can acquire them. But thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, and if you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a thumbs up. It helps a little channel like this one. So but it was a pleasure to be with you guys, so thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.